Switch chat room, take 1.
Would you consider yourself a good decision maker?
Yes.
No, not at all.
With a lot of time, I feel like I can be.
I try to be.
All right, I have a question for you guys. Would you consider yourself a good decision maker?
No, not at all. I like to have all the factors, and sometimes other people's decisions can change mine, and I'm just not good with stuff like that.
I feel like with me, I can be a good decision maker as long as I have a lot of time to kind of think on it.
I think I make decisions using intuition a lot, which can't always be a good thing because a lot of times I will look past all of the actual facts and the points and go with my guts, and my gut is not always right.
I just go with my gut even if I regret it later.
With my most recent decision, a lot of it was weighing out different options and also trying to figure out like different possibilities, you know? It was a big life decision, like what is my next step?
I think a decision I had to make recently was pretty hard. It took a lot of thought and a lot of like maturing even. I think whatever I think on that, I feel like it was a good decision, but it's like even with that, it took a lot of time to think on it and like ask God what he wants me to do.
If you are somebody who maybe feels a little less than confident in your decisions, what do you think it would be one thing that you could do that would kind of increase your level of confidence?
I think finding like people to ask, and I think going to other people makes me realize that I am more confident in like something I do want to do, or maybe they can point me in another direction just like God does.
That literally leads right into my next question, which is who's someone whose life choices and decisions you really respect and admire?
My mom, just because she thinks about like others, like how her decision can impact others before she like fully makes it.
Definitely my mom. She has like this amazing talent of taking herself out of this situation and like looking at it from a perspective that like I don't understand.
I would also say my mom, because to be honest, if it weren't for some of her decisions, I don't think I would be here today. I would be somewhere else.
I feel like for me, it's my small group leader. Whenever I think of making a big decision, now I go to that because it just encourages me that, you know, whenever she came here, it's like she didn't see the outcome now, but I think she's seeing it now, and it touches me every time I think about it.
What's one thing that they do that maybe you could try next time you have a decision to make?
I think I learned a lot about just how much she prays and asks, like, even for big things and sacrifices, she goes to God about it. And that gives her the confidence that she needs. And I've learned so much from that. So it's like, I just need to apply more of that faith.
Are there any other ways that you could possibly invite God into the decisions that you make?
I think just like letting God speak to you like throughout the day, if you don't have to like make the decision like immediately, just letting God speak to you like throughout the day when you're doing something else and just like listening to what he has to say about it.
Even reading the Bible is such an important thing to do. Come on. Because God can speak to you through the Bible. He can speak to you through the Word. So if you're not in it and you're not actively learning from it, dig deep in there. And you can even find like characters in the Bible who are making decisions and God is leading. And it becomes so much more evident about what your next steps could be.
Another thing that I've been thinking about related to decisions comes from our pastor recently did a series called The Power to Change. And he talked about the way that like what we do is based on how we see ourselves. So if you were to start making decisions based on the kind of person you want to become, would that change or not really affect the way you currently make decisions right now?
Oh, it would change big time. I personally want to go into the military. So I gotta be very direct. I gotta be confident. I gotta make sure that's what I really want to do.
I feel like I would not go with my gut and just like go as much because sometimes I don't even think. I'm just like, okay, let's go.
I've recently discovered that I'm a little bit of a people pleaser. A lot of the things that I did were to please other people. And even if there's something that I didn't even feel up to doing, I would still do it so I didn't disappoint another person. But I need to start realizing that I can also make decisions based on how it affects me and my well-being. Because sometimes people aren't always going to be happy with your decisions. But as long as like they're in line with God's word and his will, then it's okay if people don't always respect that because you're doing what God's calling you to do.
The person I want to become is very confident because I battle a lot of insecurities and I am very much a people pleaser too. So it's like, I don't care about myself. I just really want to, I just care about other people and what they think of me. Just the same for me is like really thinking about being okay with that. Not everyone's going to be happy. I have to be confident in the decisions that I make.
I think we can probably take a cue from Jesus on that one because it's like the most perfect person to ever walk the planet. And yet there were countless people who were immensely frustrated by the decisions that he made, the things that he chose to do and when he chose to do them, to the point where they literally killed him. Mm-hmm. If you are making a decision out of obedience, that's really like top filter to run our stuff through is like, is this what God is asking me to do? Okay, great. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks about this decision that I've made. And so I think the couple of the filters that we've talked about are, am I being obedient to God? Am I being loving to others? And how am I inviting wise counsel from other people who faithfully follow Jesus into my decision-making process?
Faithful and committed.
I want to become an image of God's word, a good example for others.
I want to be a confident leader.
I want to be confident.